Hello and welcome back to Titans of Arena. We are in the bronze bracket, which you can see here right now, and we have the finals. DraCoNT and Terror against Pete Martell, GoldenEnd and Kamigawa. Let's go into the games. Game 1, actually a mirror matchup. Both teams picked Britons and Slavs. I will show you the match pool later on. And for now, we have a pretty boomy game here. DraCoNT playing as Britons, I think at least 3 TCs, maybe 4. He's got 4 TCs, second stone in the back, main goal pretty safe in the back here. And he's moving forward now with longbows and a few petards. So that's the first action that's actually happening. Pete Martell here with the Slavs was going for a few relics. He got 2 of them right now, and there's the first Lumberman going in. 1 conversion, very good for a monk. Yeah, to get 1 Britain's Lumberman here, 5+2 range already. That's fletching done. Another monk out, but this one is probably going to die. That means first action is in Pete Martell's base. Kamigawa and JonSlow actually booming Kamigawa here as the Britons as well. JonSlow playing as the Slavs. Let's stay in Pete Martell's base and see what is happening. He's actually able to wall this. He's sacrificing a villager, but there is 600 HP on that stone wall, and with the Arina mod, of course, we have 1800 HP starting in Dark Age, or with the ToA mod, sorry. So we now have a few Lumbermen inside Pete Martell's base. This can be quite annoying, but Scorpions and Mangonels will be a good put up a good defense here, and Pete Martell is still booming. 65 villages only, but DraCoNT also only 68, so a little bit of action. Kamigawa is the first to click up to Imperial Age, expected with a free boom. JonSlow with the Slavs could have done the same thing. I think the Slavs with the farming bonus should have a good boom actually, and he's not far behind, as you can see. JonSlow 94 villages against 84, so Terror is actually ahead in villages here. Now the rest of the Lumbermen are going down, and a market coming up behind the stone wall to make sure this cannot go get opened again. Actually 1 petard here, but DraCoNT is not going in now. Handcard coming in from DraCoNT. I guess he will be able to click up to Imperial Age quite soon. Yes, indeed. For Pete Martell, pretty much the same thing. Missing a little bit of gold. He had to invest into siege. He's now going out on that TC on the boat line here. Also map looking actually second stone and main gold safe in the back for him. Also the main stone safe in the back. This is actually quite nice. And now re-stone walling the market was deleted. Pete Martell on the way to Imperial Age DraCoNT a little bit faster. Let's see, Terror is going with the castle in front of the stone. But the first will be Kamigawa. He's up to Imperial Age, he's got a castle out, Lumberman on the way, and we're going to see Bracer upgrade for him, probably Chemistry or Ballistics if he hasn't done that yet. Cavalier coming in from JonSlow, so is going for early cavalry actually, doing a few knights, and those Cavalier can be strong at the start against what is coming up from Kamigawa, which is Lumberman, 5+5 in range, but still, only 35 HP. And Cavalier will be good, plate burning armor, reputation coming in, and we have Kamigawa now on the left hand side against DraCoNT. A few mangonels here from Pete Martell, who is yet to go up to Imperial Age. He's going to be there soon. DraCoNT with the second castle coming up here, first one doing yeoman already, very important upgrade here. And on the left hand side, JonSlow moving out to take his gold. A few Lumbermen also coming up to JonSlow's base, and that means Kamigawa should be able to see the Cavalier now. He knows what's coming up. He should build a few barracks immediately, at least try to go for pikemen here, or ask Pete Martell to do so. For the Slavs, we have very strong pikemen, and actually the Cavalier on the left hand side, making sure that this early push in Imperial Age is stopped. Quick walls coming in, that 1 Cavalier will go down, but it's taking with him 1 Lumberman and the other one on very low HP. So it looks like DraCoNT and JonSlow might be able to attack Pete Martell now. On the right hand side, Kamigawa gathering his Lumberman, actually going for a few palisades here. That looks quite funny, but he's securing his gold. Same goes for Terror. He's safe with this gold for now, because I guess Kamigawa didn't see it or didn't want to attack it. And the walls could get opened soon, but there is no siege yet. Another castle coming up from DraCoNT. He and JonSlow are in the score lead right now. And we have elite boyars coming in. Very interesting upgrade. So it looks like Terror is going for the unique unit. I love to see boyars. I haven't seen them a lot, but they should be really strong here. They may not be too good against the archers, against the elite Lumberman, but as you can see, the Cavalier are doing a good job here. And now JonSlow needs to go back. This is not the best fight anymore, because he's lost quite a lot here. That's not too good. Hellbreeder moving in from Pete Martell as well, and JonSlow getting trapped a little bit. Onage done from Pete Martell, but Onage also coming in from JonSlow, and plus the Furnace to make those boyars strong. Is he producing already? No, he did the Elite Boy upgrade, but only now going with Siege Workshop, and he only has one castle at this point. I'm not sure why he did that upgrade. I guess he didn't cancel it, or if he did, good for him. And more Cavalier coming up on the field. DraCoNT now moving with a few trebuchets, and Elite Longbowmen. No Longbowmen only, not fully upgraded, because the Elite upgrade is missing. And Kamigawa looks like he's missing the Yeoman upgrade, so for now 11 range, but of course with the Elite Longbowmen 40 HP. And I think, does it have more attack or defense? Not sure about it. I guess it's the HP and the range that makes the difference here. Quick Stone Walls coming up, JonSlow within the castle now, Siege Archer by both Pete Martell and JonSlow, and you can see a lot of fighting here with the Elite Longbowmen, with the Halberdiers, against Cavalier, against now Elite Warriors. Let's check the stats. Actually, 2+4 is a pretty decent Pierce armor, 150 HP better than the Cavalier here. Siege Archer soon to be done, and there's the Archers moving out, but Elite Longbowmen 12 range now from Kamigawa. This is looking good for them actually at this point. You can see Siege Archers moving from behind. Halberdiers, Elite Longbowmen, Siege Archer might be the best combination here, maybe one of the strongest. Now we're going to see a liver of Siege Archer fights happening, and Elite Longbowmen will try to snipe Archers from behind. Same goes, of course, for DraCoNT and Terror here. And for now, they're able to push that army back at least a little bit. DraCoNT with the castle in the middle here of the map could get trapped down easily, and forward castle Siege Workshop coming up from Pete Martell. We're going to see a big fight in the middle apparently. Trebuchet is up, and JonSlow and DraCoNT calling GG here. What has happened? They have not a lot of military. I guess JonSlow lost all his units. Did he have gold left? Maybe that's the problem, because I didn't see this to be over, but Kamigawa and Pete Martell have 130 military units. So GG actually being called. Maybe a little bit premature, but it looked good. JonSlow is about to lose the next castle, I guess that's one of the reasons. And he doesn't have any army left. Slavs, what can you do? Of course, Siege Archers. I guess he needed to go into Halberdiers. Champions is really not the option here. And either Halberdiers too. The Cavalier and Boyars didn't do the trick. And like this, Kamigawa and Pete Martell going into score lead with GoldenEnd, of course, in the team 1-0 for them. You can see the match pool here on the left hand side and the Civ pool on the right hand side. Britons and Slavs was picked, so let's see what the teams are actually going to choose. Hidden Civs for game number 2, and it is actually another mirror matchup, which is quite unlikely, but of course it can happen. We have Byzantines and Burmese for both teams. DraCoNT here playing in yellow as the Burmese. Let's check the maps this time. Second gold forward but inside, main stone forward on the far side here. He's got the main gold safe in the back, he's got deer inside, he's got the second stone safe in the back. But that's quite nice for him. That means only one gold should be outside. That's probably this one. Let's go for JonSlow's map. He's got the main stone on the side with Byzantines here. Let's see. The plan is actually deer outside. He could take them. I think it shouldn't be a problem, but it doesn't look like he's going for it. Main gold safe in the back. That's nice for him. Second stone and second gold also safe. And I guess only one gold forward then. A third gold quite far outside. Not a big problem, or at least it shouldn't be. Kamigawa here playing as the Byzantines. So we have one Byzantines mirror on one side and the Burmese on the other side. But the main gold forward, the third gold quite forward outside. Second gold at least something safe, or quite safe in the back. Main stone safe in the back. This is good for him. And the second stone outside. Not the best map in total, and he's got 6, 7, 8 farms up already. I guess his deer were outside somewhere forward. Yeah, they were outside. I think he could have lured them in if he wanted to, but maybe he didn't want to risk it. And we have Pete Martell here with the Burmese. Main stone on the far side, on the walls almost, but I don't think he's gonna get attacked here. Second gold safe in the back. This is nice for him. Third gold and second stone outside, and a main gold quite forward. He's not going for an aggressive play here, at least not with the castle, because he's not on stone, and he's clicking up to castle age. But JonSlow is the first to go up. Byzantines 26 villages, that's 27 population, and I'm not sure, are we going to see a monk rush here? He's got no villages in gold. This looks more like a boom to me. Not sure what the plan here is by the teams. Burmese could go really aggressive. Let's check. DraCoNT is actually on stone, so we might see some action here. Let's fast forward a little bit. It's 95 speed. Seems good here to wait for the cast stage to come in. And then I think we might have a look at what DraCoNT is going to do here. Is he going to add TCs early on after getting the castle up, or maybe later on? He's got 750 stone in the bank. That means one castle coming up on the front corner, guarding the third gold or second gold. And one extra TC could come up for him as well, actually on the wood line. Quite safe in the back. That's another extra TC, so we're going to see see 1 castle and 3 TCs. I guess a few Arumbai might come out. Is he going for the monks, for the relics here? That's possible, but for now it's Arumbai's only, and Pete Martell got a monastery up, so he's going with 3 TCs probably, 1 on the main gold, 1 on the wood line here in the back. Looks like ToA is only going to boom, Kamigawa as well, only booming. Actually 1 monastery coming up here, the scout is still alive, and we're going to see a few Arumbai against a few monks here, but no conversions yet. I want to go to 85 speed now. DraCoNT is again trying to go with the petards here, and I think in this case it might work quite well. Can go for a gate here, and then against the monks you need to micro a little bit, but in general the Arumbai can do quite good against the monks in my opinion. Now they're going around, looks like either DraCoNT wants to go for the far side, maybe the gate on the right hand side here, or even go for Kamigawa space. There's a little bit of scout fighting happening, and of course DraCoNT is saying, okay, I've got Arumbai, so let's take that scout down. And where's the petards? There's 1 petard only, that's not going to be enough. Arumbai are not really that strong against buildings, at least I think they are, but maybe I'm wrong. You can see it's not going too fast actually, and looks like DraCoNT wanted to go faster here, but he's going to be able to go in unless Kamigawa is able to wall behind this. Nice gate coming up, and the Arumbai only 5 range cannot hit that villager, so Kamigawa will actually be safe here, or quite safe, and now the monsters are coming in. The attack from DraCoNT pretty much stopped. He's going for wheelbarrow now. He's got probably 3 TCs up and running, not 4, yeah, that's 3 TCs, going for 4 more farms. And we have JonSlow using the Byzantine speed when it comes to the low cost of Imperial Age. He's going up quite fast, 74 villagers, and now the question is, what's the plan here? Barracks coming up, siege workshop is up already. We might see trash units, we might see archer range, could mean hand cannoneers or arbalest actually, Boatkin are on the way. Looks like arbalest, early Imperial Age arbalest are quite decent, they should be fine, and in the Byzantine war that's actually a decent choice of course. We have a few outposts coming up here to make sure there is no, I guess, no surprise attacks here, and the crossbow upgrade coming in, Imperial Archer armor, Imperial Age on the way also from Kamigawa, but he is a little bit later. He is the same villager number pretty much, 82, 83, not a big problem, and the Arumbai actually now taking out a gate. I guess there was petards, but Pete Martell has been walling with houses here, a few monks behind that, no way for DraCoNT to go in, and DraCoNT is actually on the way to Imperial Age now. Pete Martell only doing a hand card, and villager numbers the same for them, so it looks like DraCoNT has done a little bit better here, and of course DraCoNT can support the push here by ToA. Bracer on the way, chemistry, arbalest coming up, Captram also, elite skirmisher coming from Kamigawa. The monks have to run away, that's too many Arumbai to be able to deal with them effectively, and the walls might go down really fast. That's siege workshop number 3. We have Kamigawa up to Imperial Age with the score lead right now. He is going for a lot of elite skirmishes, castle coming up, double siege workshop. He's going for loom, bracer, no chemistry. Doesn't really need it at this point. And Pete Martell is actually going for the team wall. I like this, they are quite close, so why not go for team wall here? Now there is Captram, there is arbalest, there is Arumbai moving forward. We might see a pretty nice rush here against Kamigawa. Pete Martell, I think, needs to help out a little bit. What's the plan for him? Redemption, Imperial Age, he's going for monks right now. Not doing Arumbai at this point. What else could we see? Elephants are possible, but not likely, in my opinion. And we could see what else is good. We get champions. I think we got decent champions, but not against arbalest. I think monks or Arumbai is the go-to unit at this point in the game. I have a lot of monks waiting around here. And now siege ram done for JonSlow. Very important upgrade. He loves the siege ram, so he's going forward, taking down a lot of houses. That means Kamigawa, you can see, he's pop capped still by 10, by 15, by 20. He cannot produce more units, but he's taking down a lot of arbalest with those elite skirmishes. He's probably microing them. And that means DraCoNT and JonSlow are losing quite some units, especially JonSlow is losing a lot of arbalest here, and looks like Kamigawa can hold, despite the fact that he is still population capped, 130 now. He's putting up a few quick houses, and there is a knowledge coming up from Pete Martell. I think that's a good choice against all the arbalest here. We want to have siege also against the siege rams. The Arumbai can do a lot of damage. Elite Arumbai actually on the way by DraCoNT. And he is inside Pete Martell's base, at least at the front here, attacking a house, but not more. He could go for a gold mine, he's trying to go there now, but Pete Martell will have an easy way to just garrison the villagers. Actually, those Arumbai could do some damage. On the other side, siege ram still moving forward, the siege workshop coming up by JonSlow. Siege ram though for Kamigawa coming in, and ooh, this siege work is going down fast. I think with the all those oranges are actually getting taken down by a lot of siege rams here for ToA. So for now, he is still maintaining the push, but he doesn't have a lot of elite skirmishes or arbalest left. Reputation on the way, chain barding armor for DraCoNT. What's the plan here? And a castle coming up in between two players makes a lot of sense. Trade line might come up later on, and then you want to have some protection here. Actually now Kamigawa with the siege rams and elite skirmishers. A few monks here. Is going with a castle inside his base towards JonSlow. Very good idea. And JonSlow doesn't have a lot of siege rams left. How's the gold card for him? Actually okay-ish, but he doesn't have the production he needs. And he doesn't have an answer to the elite skirmishers right now. I think he needs to switch to something else. Maybe hussars. Possible, but unlikely. Elite skirmishers of his own are coming up. Onager might be an option, but DraCoNT is just too far away. DraCoNT instead is going for Pete Martell now. He probably did some damage here inside, and he's going for stables now. We might see elephants, or at least some light craft to support the Iron Buy here. At the same time, Kamigawa and Pete Martell are pushing back, getting rid of the forward siege workshops, and those elite skirmishers are taking care of the rest that JonSlow has of an army. 4 military units only, 38 for DraCoNT, but you can see more than 100 military units for Kamigawa and Pete Martell. Kamigawa knows how to get an Imperial Age army up apparently. Oh, this is going to be beautiful, or maybe not. Iron by being microed by DraCoNT, he needs to run away here. At the same time, DraCoNT is moving forward inside Pete Martell's base, so actually Kamigawa is sending elite skirmishers and siege rams all ready to help out here. And you can see more stables coming up, forging on the way. We're going to see elite battle elephants. I love to see them. This could be really interesting. Nice shot on the Iron by, and that one onagers going down, but those 7 or 8 onagers, I think it's 6 or 7, I think it's 7. They're gonna do a lot of damage, and JonSlow terror here. Fortified walls, quickly walling before the siege rams and elite skirmishers can just go inside his base. He's doing a few more archer ranges at home, and I think he should go for elite skirmishers here. Yes, he's still doing that. Now the elite battle elephants from DraCoNT are moving in, and they are really tanky, so monks definitely needed. On the other side, elite elephants and elite Iron by the battle elephants here moving forward yet again. A few Iron by here for Pete Martell, but they are not going to do the trick here. And I think DraCoNT just needs to add in a little bit of siege. Bombard cannons I think are available, or maybe just trebuchets. On the other side, let's see, can JonSlow hold this? A castle coming up quickly, and he is defending it. He's repairing it with villagers defending, trying to defend with the cataphract here. Actually, that's going down pretty fast to those elite skirmishers. As you can see, cataphract, probably no upgrades, and elite skirmishers can do damage, but the siege rams are actually going down. So not so much of a push left here, because Pete Martell is going back to the monks here. He is busy at home defending against, wow, big elephant army. I like to see this, because this means action here. Kamigawa might be able to push. JonSlow is still going with the siege rams. Actually, he's not able to take that castle down, and at the same time, DraCoNT is inside Pete Martell's base. He's everywhere. He's attacking TCs. He might go for the castle soon. The elite Iron Bike can do a lot of damage quickly against villages, against armies, and looks like JonSlow was able to stop Kamigawa's push here. Kamigawa now moving to help with the help of these elite skirmishers. Trebuchets attacking that castle. This is looking good for DraCoNT at this point in the game, and he's in a score lead by quite a bit. 11k. He's done a lot of damage here. Pete Martell is on 100 villagers, and the numbers are plummeting down, as well as the military units, 60 plus, 70 plus here, but JonSlow and DraCoNT catching up here. Elite skirmishers, few cataphracts, I guess without upgrades. Yeah, that's quite sad actually. They're moving out, and the siege rams of course. Elite battle elephants on JonSlow's side, but also inside Pete Martell's base. Now Kamigawa and Pete Martell grouping together. That means the elite battle elephants and elite Iron By need to go back, because that's just too many units, but it means on the other side JonSlow can get an army advantage, a numbers advantage here. He can move forward again, and with the help of Diva's elite battle elephants, this is actually a force to reckon with, to count on. And as you can see, this castle almost going down. There is one trebuchet left in that castle. The other castle was going down. Onager is now trying to help, but Pete Martell, 63 villagers only, doesn't really have an economy here. Quite a few islands as well. No, that's actually only 7. Doesn't look good, and with the population in favor of Terror and DraCoNT, forward castle coming up. This castle might go down quite fast here. Siege rams moving forward. This is not looking good. Elite cataphract on the way from JonSlow. If you can pull this off, this would be amazing. You can see the resources from Terror are looking really good. DraCoNT also 1k gold in the bank, and Pete Martell probably low on everything. Kamigawa should have a few resources, but not too much left. And as you can see, siege rams, elite battle defense, elite skirmishers all moving in the trebuchets, trying to get rid of that castle. But I'm not sure this is going to work, because the castle from Kamigawa is going down fast, even though they have the 6k HP with the Byzantine's bonus. The trebuchets will fall. This is not looking good on Kamigawa's side now. Big siege ram train, elite battle elephants, and elite skirmishers from behind, attacking the trash units here as well. Looking good on this side. On the other side, Pete Martell recovering a little bit, trying to counterplay here. DraCoNT was actually trying to steal that gold. Makes a lot of sense. Do we have a little bit of trade going on? No trade yet. But we might not even need one, because Terror is on 200 population, doing banking now, plate parting armor. He has got a lot of resources, and actually he had these resources early on, but wasn't able to push out his units when he got pushed by Kamigawa. Now he has come back even stronger. He's taking the gold from Kamigawa as well. Looking good for him. He's tripling to DraCoNT, caravan on the way. And they're preparing the trade here, and looks like they might be able to take the second game. Let's see if Kamigawa can defend this. Now elite battle elephants from Pete Martell moving in as well, and the honor chest coming back because DraCoNT is not attacking any longer. This got revolved. DraCoNT is sending all to the other side, so the action is now in Kamigawa's space, where actually JonSlow needs to repair this castle constantly. Where's the trebuchet sitting that? No traps actually, but siege rams moving forward. Elite cataphracts, but not fully upgraded, missing attack upgrades, and elite battle elephants now from Pete Martell only. Light cav coming in from DraCoNT. He is on 41 military units, so he could do a few more units here, but his resources actually quite low. That's the biggest problem here. So he cannot push the units he wants to, which is elite battle elephants for now, and probably the Iron Buy if he can. Honor chest from Pete Martell, but he needs to pay attention because battle elephants can take down those honor chests quite fast. Siege rams on JonSlow's forward castle here. Not going down yet, that castle. Also 6k 7 HP, that's not the maximum HP they can get. I think they're missing upgrades, but it's not a big problem. Of course, a lot of HP here. A few Hellblayers doing some damage, but that's not a big thing. And for now, that castle is standing, but push has been stopped. Pete Martell and Kamigawa working good together, and they are able to hold this 52 minutes into the game. I don't see who is going to win this yet. Only thing that I recognize is that JonSlow has still got good resources, and I think they are starting to trade 17 trade cards against 0. And we know how gold against non-gold is working out usually. Sometimes there are exceptions, but as you can see, we have JonSlow still trying to push here. Actually, Kamigawa pushing back a siege tower in between. Not sure for what, maybe to take some arrow damage, that's possible. And that castle is still standing for JonSlow, which is amazing. He's producing elite cataphracts. Doesn't have a lot of gold, but he's still trying to take down those siege rams. There's no villages around any longer. They're taking the stone here. Stables are coming up from DraCoNT on JonSlow's side. Makes a lot of sense. Also, a few elite Iron Buy just to maybe make a small impact, just to make sure that Pete Martell cannot rest, but needs to focus everywhere. And for now, this castle is going down, actually. So the siege rams and a lot of elite skirmishers doing the job here. 80 military units against 100. So military-wise, pretty much the same. And we have another comeback here by Kamigawa and Pete Martell, looking good at this point. Score difference though 2k, so we might see a big push by JonSlow and DraCoNT next. Not sure how this is working, but I've seen that quite sometimes. You have lower military units, but then suddenly you're starting to produce, taking down enemy units, and you're coming with a very big push here. That's what's happening right now. I think DraCoNT is just sending everything that he's producing to the other side. He's got a decent economy with 125 villagers, and now we are going to see stables forward for DraCoNT here. This castle might go down. If it stays up, this might be a very important step to victory in this game 2 for JonSlow and DraCoNT. Just for us on the way, but there are siege rams approaching, so you never know how fast those castles can go down. Kamigawa doing a hell of a job here, defending, attacking, but so on. But also low on resources, handcart only now coming in. That's one big impact on your economy, because 100 villagers working and a lot of farmers usually, but without handcart they are not as effective, and that's big. The castle still standing, more elite battle elephants moving in, also the Iron Buy, and now a big group of elite skirmishers following up to take down Halberdiers and Kamigawa skirms as well. The Iron Buy here standing in the middle to stop the Halberdiers, I guess. There's a few Halberdiers being created in those barracks. Population-wise, JonSlow and DraCoNT far ahead actually, but they are not able to finish the game yet. Let's see if they can do them. They can do it, because right now that's the point where they suddenly have like 120 military units against only 100, and with that bigger numbers, I think usually that goes in the favor of the bigger army here. Now DraCoNT and JonSlow with almost 40 trade cards, meaning they're getting a lot of gold in, and that's what Pete Martell and Kamigawa are missing right now. Kamigawa a little bit of gold, he has got 1 relic and Pete Martell got 1, but relics are not that important here when you only have 2 in total. You need a trade, a siege workshop coming up for JonSlow, and they are pushing in now. You can see JonSlow and DraCoNT are getting the majority here. They have like 130 military units almost. Pete Martell and Kamigawa under 100. Again, light cav flooding in. You can see monks, halberdiers, everything inside Kamigawa space. There is nothing happening in Pete Martell space really. A few minor fights here against the Iron Bite, that's not too bad. Townsend actually coming up to finally be able to take these resources, but I think with the castle here by DraCoNT, this is not going to happen. In Kamigawa space, you can see JonSlow and DraCoNT are actually pushing more and more into Kamigawa space, and this might be the final push. 1 hour into the game, we might see a GG coming up soon, unless he can push this back, because if JonSlow and DraCoNT can go into this economy here in the back and stop any hopes for getting a trade up, this might be GG. I think ToA, yeah, 1k gold in the bank, DraCoNT 500 gold, of course spending it. That means they have a big advantage right now. Elite Skirmish is moving forward again. You can see JonSlow, of course, doing Logistica even to get the Elite Cataphracts fully upgraded then, I guess. And with Logistica Elite Cataphracts in late game, there is nothing you can really do except for monks maybe, but it's not going to work out. There's just too much things happening. Now Kamigawa and Pete Martell are actually stopping that forces forward push forward army, but JonSlow of course trying to reinforce as fast as possible, same for DraCoNT. And as you can see, ToA actually sending a few lead skirmishes into the economy from Pete Martell just to be annoying. It's a good idea. Also light cav raiding starting, very important to see. In the meantime, the main push has stopped, and 1 hour 2 minutes into the game, again, you cannot really tell who's going to win. The 2k score difference is still alive, but again, I'd say with the trade, that's more than 50 trade cards. We might have a big advantage here for DraCoNT and JonSlow. Let's see if they can push once again. For now, Kamigawa is pushing back, doing a good job with the halberdiers and elite skirmishes and a few siege rams to maybe finally get that castle down. I think Kamigawa probably doesn't have a castle left, no castle for him, so no trebuchets, and bombard cannons are just too expensive. I guess he did the chemistry upgrade, yes, but bombard cannons won't do the trick here. Siege rams are better at this point. But again, we have halberdiers and the elite battle elephants moving forward. No, there's actually no health, so JonSlow, I didn't see that correctly. We can see Pete Martell, a few units here and there, actually trying to go into the trade line. Not a bad idea, but only a few helps. They're not going to do the trick. And that's a big group of elite skirmishes, no one just closed. That means all the halberdiers that are moving forward will die pretty fast, and we will have elite skirmisher fight with a few siege rams now finally attacking the castle. Look at this, Kamigawa trying to go back here, and still no trade units. That's the biggest problem in my opinion. They don't have the gold to go for the trade here. Did they prepare a trade? No, there's not even markets up on the respective sides. And as you can see, there is still Iron Buy now from DraCoNT inside Pete Martell's space. Few elite skirmishers trying to help out. Boatkin arrow coming in from Pete Martell. Two-handed swordsman coming up from DraCoNT. This is really important. Of course, 12 plus 7 attack is just amazing. That attack bonus from the Burmese. I knew they had some infantry bonus. Now I know what it is. And the siege workshop another coming forward, but the castle went down. Wow, this is huge. The siege rams actually did the trick. I want to go a little bit faster here right now to see who is going to win this fight. On the other side, again, only minor fights happening. The Druid Swordsmen need the last defense upgrade coming up soon, and then they will be really strong. Do the Burmese get champions? I don't really know, to be honest. I think they do, but I'm not sure here. Druid Swordsman will be really strong with 19 attack. And looks like JonSlow and DraCoNT are keeping the push alive. The defense line from Kamigawa was at his walls, but he couldn't move out. And now again, JonSlow is trying to move in by the help of DraCoNT. Champion upgrade actually coming in, no surprise here. Elite skirmishers trying to counter-attack. This is not going to work. Champions are too strong at this point. And with that 19 attack against elite skirmishers, 35 HP only, they're going with like 3 hits, I guess, or 4 hits, they go down. That's not gonna be enough. Fletching Walls coming from DraCoNT, I guess, to make the castle stronger. Let's check the resources from ToA. Actually, he's still got good resources in the bank, except for stone, of course. It doesn't really matter here. And they are moving forward once again. No siege rams around. That's what's a little bit was missing here. And there is a few elite skirmishes now in the trade line where I don't think they can do too much damage. 20 attack on those champions. This is just devastating. And Kamigawa is still holding. Pete Martell and Kamigawa are doing the best to not lose this game. 1 hour and 10 minutes in. It looks like they might be able to hold for a little longer, but we have more than 75 trade cards for JonSlow and DraCoNT. That means they can push gold units as long as they want here. Look at DraCoNT's resources now. He's getting some tributes here. He can use everything on, for example, Elite Battle Offense or the Champions. Both are actually coming in. And ooh, Pete Martell with the counter attack, taking down 2 castles from DraCoNT. Might this be a change in the game here? Helmetius, a few arm by, not elite of course, and that means Pete Martell is actually able to take his resources. He's mining the gold. At the same time, Kamigawa is not looking good because we have seen that before. A lot of elite skirmishes inside, in the middle of his base, and now ToA saying, okay, I need archer ranges forward, I need to reinforce faster. And on the other side, the champions now moving in. Looks like Pete Martell's push was stopped right here. The trebuchets have to go back. This is not looking too good. Long swordsman on the way for him, so he wants to go for champions now as well. But again, they don't have a trade, and that's the biggest problem here, and they call it a GG. What an amazing game. 1 hour 12 minutes. Going back and forth, in my opinion. Could have gone either way, but in the end, getting a trade line up, managing to get the gold units out, and to finally push in the end. Kamigawa didn't really look good inside his base. DraCoNT and JonSlow winning the second game. It's 1-1 right now, and in this video I'm going for the 1v1s as well, but game 4 will be, and potentially, and now game 5, we know that will be in the next video. Here goes the first game of the game number 3, best of 3 1v1s. We have DraCoNT against GoldenEnd. GoldenEnd playing as the Slavs here with a stable up. Check the max quickly against Celts. DraCoNT, main gold safe in the back, second gold safe in the back. We have the main stone forwardish, second stone forward outside, and the third gold on the walls but outside. You can see scout production is starting. DraCoNT with a stable up, going for the monastery now. Main gold quite safe in the back actually. We have a second gold safe in the back, main stone, second stone, all safe. This is awesome. Both are coming in. Second TC coming up from DraCoNT here. Yes, one more TC to build. And of course a little bit of a scout fight. DraCoNT actually going for the light cav upgrade. GoldenEnd only now doing the same thing. TC coming up on that main stone and actually on that small wood line. Can use this unless he's getting attacked, which might happen very soon. Monastery coming up. I need to talk a little bit lower now because it's quite late here. And a monk from DraCoNT is getting caught. Now the light cav actually successful in taking on one monk. Now they have to run back because DraCoNT has more monks, and this is going to be a more or less classic go for a few fast military units in castle age, try to get as many relics in as possible, and then try to boom faster than the opponent. And DraCoNT is with only 2 TCs for now. No, he's got 3 TCs. He actually got 100 stone already in the bank again, so he could go for TC number 4, which is unlikely at this point. I don't think he wants to go for full wounds. Maybe a little bit later if he thinks that he might profit from that. Lost another monk here, but now 4 light cav protecting that relic, protecting the monks. And I think GoldenEnd should be able to get 1 relic as well. He's got 3 TCs up and running, I'm pretty sure. That's 1, 2, and is there number 3? That's the main TC, second TC. Does he only have 1 extra TC up for now? Interesting. Only 2 TCs for him. Different strategy apparently. He's saving up for Imperial Age as far as I can judge here. A lot of food and gold in the bank already. Got 1+1 relic coming in, and we're going to see a little bit of fight for the last relic here. Light cav fight, this one light cav coming away, but looks like GoldenEnd has some more units. Now of course DraCoNT is saving the monks, going into the walls, and now can see GoldenEnd knows what he's doing coming back, but 1 light cav. Court of Guard, or Court is Monk of Guard, so DraCoNT actually able to take down another monk. Now the castle coming up for GoldenEnd here is sending a lot of riches. Scale barding arm on the way. He's not clicking up to Imperial Age yet, but he could do so very soon. The question is it a good idea? I'm not really sure about it, because now Knight and the Knight got converted. Ooh, GoldenEnd is losing a monk. DraCoNT lost a monk here. Looks like DraCoNT has now more rich units, and this could be over quickly, because if this castle is not going up, but quick house walls coming in, DraCoNT cannot stop this castle. There's only 1 monk, might try to get one of the knights in, but that's not going to be enough. And you can see GoldenEnd saving up for castle for Imperial Age now, but DraCoNT not so far away. Got a lot of wood in the bank, could sell some of that. Handcard coming in from him, so he's delaying his Imperial Age time a little bit. He's going to the university now. He cannot click up yet. Got 614 stone in the bank. The castle is up, and GoldenEnd clicked up on the way to Imperial Age now. Only now doing wheelbarrow. This is really late. That monk is actually able to get the last relic in. That's 3 relics for DraCoNT against 2 from GoldenEnd. Let's go fast again. I think 85 should be okay-ish, maybe a little bit faster even. Gold mining, stone mining for both players actually. Scale armor coming from DraCoNT. He is going for the Void Raiders, and I think that's a castle coming up, yes. In the back from DraCoNT, he knows with the forward castle GoldenEnd is probably going to be up to village faster, which is actually true. So he's saying, I'm going to go with safe castles in the back of my base, can go Void Raiders from there on and try to win the game like that. So let's fast forward a little bit and see how GoldenEnd is going to proceed to start this attack. Double siege workshop coming up, first trebuchet coming up immediately, the market, but only the stable at home, so it's going to be siege. Conquerors actually coming in 2 knights, but it's not so much. And not sure, I think we need some sort of army. Men-at-arms, scale armor now coming in for barracks being put up. And I guess DraCoNT should have a few Void Raiders already. Yes, he's up to Imperial Age. Are we going to see counter trebuchets? No, elite Void Raider coming in shortly after 30 minutes. A click, very good. Conscription as well. He's got a few of those Void Raiders already. +2/+2 actually done. So with those units, with those infantry units, with the Void Raiders, actually DraCoNT might have an advantage here. He's got a population advantage, 20 more villagers, and he's got more military units. The knights will be decent against the votes, but then again, there's a few light gift, there's a monk, there's one knight from DraCoNT as well, and now he's going for trebuchets with the third castle coming up in the back behind the main gold even, and it looks like GoldenEnd can't really do a lot of damage. He's moving forward with the trebuchet. He can actually not see the castles, I think. Let's check before here. Can see the main TC, which is going to attack now, and now he knows about that one castle in the back here, but he cannot reach this, and looks like DraCoNT is getting more military units. He's got double the military units right now. He's moving forward with the elite voters, almost fully upgraded, last defense upgrade coming in, and there's only a few long swordsmen, soon to be 200 swordsmen, missing a few upgrades as well. The trebuchet will go down, and now DraCoNT actually attacking that second castle I didn't even see until right now, but that second castle should go down fast, and GoldenEnd losing all his army, calling it GG. DraCoNT taking the first 1v1 game in that best of 3. Let's check how JonSlow is doing against, I think, Martell here. We're going early into this game, number 2 in the 1v1s, because JonSlow is actually scouting Martell at minute 2, minute 3, going around, and he's going to find one boar to try and steal it. You're going to see right now, yeah, that's 2 hits on the boar. I think that's 25 HP left, 10 HP per attack from the boar, and actually Martell cannot stop this. The boar is actually continuing to run, even though it stopped for a split second there, and JonSlow will have 3 boars in this Teuton's War. Huge advantage already. His map with food looking decent, because 2 boars safe in the back, 4 deer inside. He should have a really decent Dark Age. I hope he didn't have too much idle time here, but it looked all very good. Second boar coming in. We have the main gold though forward, main stone forward, second gold inside but forward, third gold outside, so he could be attacked easily. Where's that second stone? I don't see that right now. Is that someone on the left? Oh, it's close to the main stone, so actually a Thrush could even be possible against Terror's Bear. It's really not that good. Let's see how Martell is going to play this. 8 minutes into the game, Martell has to recover a little bit from losing one boar here. He's got a lot of farms up already. He's got the second gold safe in the back. Got deer inside, which he should use. Should lure towards the TC. He's not doing that right now. I'm a little disappointed, because that would be easy actually, compared to some stuff, and the deer are quite far outside. It's not, maybe not easy, but it should be doable. You can lure around. You can even lure towards the mill here, but looks like Martell is not going for the deer. We have the main gold for him forward, second stone outside on those walls. The main stone must be in the back somewhere. There it is, and the third gold quite far outside. 1 extra gold on the left hand side. Relics should be quite evenly distributed. That's too close to JonSlow, but not so close. Extra stone here, extra gold on the right hand side. This one closer to Martell. Nothing really special. Both players are up to feudal age. We're going to see a stable from Martell here. Let's check for terror. Same thing. Barracks, stable, and blacksmith. Both players on the way to castle age. JonSlow a little bit faster, but Martell also one more villager. Oh, that's like 33 seconds difference. It's not so far apart. JonSlow tried to actually trap Martell's scout. It's not going to happen. So the villager is going back here, and we're going to be in castle age with a few scouts in the stables already. Terror also got like 9, 10, 11 farms up actually. That's a lot here. What's the plan? TC coming up immediately. He's moving out with the 3 scouts. You're not going to see light cap, of course, and that's only 1 scout on the field. 2 in total for Martell here. Surprising to see that. Let me go a little bit slower now again, because I expected him to have like 3-4 scouts. But the free food is missing. The boar is really missing for him, so it's not easy. There's a Spearman coming up also on the way, and we're going to see 1 -3, 1 extra TC for JonSlow, and another extra TC coming up on the wood line. As for Pete Martell, let's check. He's getting 1 extra TC on the wood line in the back here, actually on the deer. Interesting to see. Free food now being taken, and looks like ToA has to move back here from the spear and a knight, of course, on the field. It makes a lot of sense. Pete Martell wants to get some map control here. He needs to make up for the weaker Dark Age that he had. Nice border by JonSlow. Can ToA actually play this out? Can he use his advantage? He's going for Loom now, doing wheelbarrow already. Pete not doing heavy plow really early on as well. It's a very important upgrade actually, or maybe a, not sure, maybe a not so valued upgrade that players should do more often or early on. Not sure about it. There's Spearman going down, and now there's 5 scouts. None of them is getting converted. Of course, Teuton's getting converted not so often, not so fast, and that's really nice. Walling that second stone so that one can go in, and actually Pete Martell is getting the first ready of the game. I think ToA should send monks out now. Not sure where they are. One on the left hand side. Wheelbarrow only now for Pete Martell. Villager-wise, JonSlow is like 3-4 ahead. Not so much, but I think the score lead says a lot here, and of course ToA also got those 9 military units on the field. We're going to wait for the Imperial Age clicks now. I don't think we're going to see a lot of aggressive play in Castle Age, because both players are trying to get map control or to make sure that nobody can really go forward. A few relics are being picked. Handguard coming by both players. Pete Martell, low on gold. He's got a good amount of food, but he's got only 4 villages on gold right now. Not sure what he spent the gold on. He's got 4 monks, so maybe that's it. And he will be able to click up soon. Heavy plow from JonSlow coming in, but the resources looking good. And the click should be come any second soon. Pete Martell though, going first. University on the way from JonSlow. It's up. He can click up now. Pikemen, and we're going to see what? Sanctity, Bloodlines, that looks like Halberdiers, maybe Siege. Again, Scale Warding Armor, Bloodlines. That means we're going to see Cavalier, maybe even Paladin from JonSlow. Could be interesting. Minor fight happening, actually. Pikemen got converted, or maybe 2. JonSlow trying to stop this castle from going up. Ooh, this castle is ambitious, but the light cav all going down. I think ToA cannot stop this castle. It's going with his own counter castle immediately. Pete Martell is up first. He will probably go for a trebuchet immediately. He should be able to see that castle. Yeah, obviously. And double trap coming up, but ToA also up to Imperial Age. And there's the first trap on the way. Chemistry coming up by both players. We're going to see hand cannoneers, maybe bombard cannons. We're going to see a little bit of a castle fight here. Blacksmith coming up, but no siege workshop. Yeah, there's the siege workshop I was talking about. I guess we're going to see bombard cannons from Pete Martell too. And we might see very interesting castle battle here in this 1v1. First trebuchets are out, and the second trap's also on the way. Another siege workshop, that's the second bombard cannon coming up. Pete Martell low on resources. ToA got a lot of resources in the bank. What is he going to do? A hand cannon production should start any second now. Here we go, and ToA should have more military units around his base. Double bombard cannon coming up. More trebuchets, conscription on the way. JonSlow is repairing his castle with a lot of villagers, but he's got the stone he needs. And Pete Martell, of course, using his stone that he doesn't have any longer to repair. His castle might go down really fast. He needs to buy stone right now. This is never good. Bombard cannons from both players. And we're going to see a little bit of a bombard cannon micro. I think we might even see both castles dying, but that means Pete Martell is going to lose his fort, because ToA has an easier way to reinforce, and right now the castle is still standing. Bombard cannon now moving forward. Pete Martell has to go back. He's trying to repair with the villages, but the first trebuchet is going down. And is this castle finally falling? It looks close, but 500, 600 HP left. Amazing to see that ToA is actually able to save this castle, and Pete Martell is calling the GG. He knows losing this forward means he's going to lose the game. He's far behind when it comes to economy. ToA, with the early boar lure, with the early burrow steel, was able to use his advantage up to early Imperial Age, and in the end winning the game for his team. Both players, DraCoNT and JonSlow, going with the 1v1s, and that means 2-1 in score now for JonSlow and DraCoNT. I'm going to end the video here. The other games are going to come up in the next, or potentially the next 2 videos. Depends on how many games actually are going to be played. I'm not going to spoil anything here, of course. Hope you enjoyed this so far. See you in those next games.